everybody? Chef Seymour here, and this is episode 3 of Cooking with Chef Seymour. Today, we will be cooking rib tips. And for our dry rub / marinade, we'll be using these things. Some Worcestershire sauce, some sage, some onion powder, some paprika, some Cajun seasoning, seasoning salt, black pepper, liquid smoke, and some brown sugar. Now, in an empty seasoning bottle, add all the dry seasonings. We'll be using a tablespoon for every seasoning that you saw. So, we will take 1 tablespoon paprika, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of Cajun seasoning, 1 tablespoon of seasoning salt, a little bit of pepper, and a teaspoon of sage. Now, time to focus on our rib tips. So, as you see, our rib tips have a lot of fat. You know, I like fat on my ribs, but we're gonna trim a little bit of fat off. Now, after we took some of the fat off, you want to get the membrane off. The membrane, also known as silver skin, it's just silver skin that you get off with a knife or some scissors. So what you want to do, you get your knife under there, and then you just skin it, and then you take it off, and then you throw it in the trash. Now do that to all the ribs. Now that you got all the fat and the membrane off, it's time to season. Add the seasoning mix that we prepared earlier and season it gradually. After you've fully covered and coated your rib tip slabs in your seasoning, repeat the same step to all of them and place them in a bowl. Now that all your ribs are fully covered, you want to get a giant Ziploc bag and prepare your wet marinade. With a 1/4 cup measuring cup, get your giant Ziploc bag and fill it up to the top line with some Worcestershire sauce. And then add a 1/4 cup of liquid smoke. It doesn't matter what flavoring you use. Now repeat the steps to all the other bags, and then you got the marinade. Now after all your Ziploc bags look like this, you put them in your refrigerator and let them sit overnight till you're ready to cook them. No good barbecue meal is complete without sides. So today's sides will be macaroni and cheese, and I'm gonna do my twist on some griddle cakes. Everybody knows you can't boil noodles without water. So in a pot, get some water. And to add flavor to our water, we're gonna add some sea salt. Now to keep your noodles from sticking together, get a capful of oil. And finally, add your noodles. I'm going to add half the box today. Now that we let them marinate in our fridge overnight, it's time to take them to the grill. Preheat your smoker to 250 and then place your ribs meat side up and then cook them. Now that our noodles are done, it's time to assemble our mac and cheese. First thing you want to do is get a medium-sized bacon sheet and line it all around with butter. Now let's transfer our noodles. Just look at that smoke. Now that we transported our noodles, it's time to prepare. So what you want to do is get a whole egg and then mix it up. Now that our egg is in, I like to add 1/3 cup milk. Now we're going to add some cream of mushroom soup. Since this is a small portion, we're going to add 2 spoonfuls. Now let's add a spoonful of sour cream. Now we're going to add some shredded cheese. I'm going to add 2 cheese blend and I'm going to add 2 handfuls. Once everything is in our baking dish, let's mix it all together. To add some edge to our mac and cheese, I decided to make some bacon for some topping. Now that our bacon is nicely chopped and I cut it up myself, we are going to put it on top of our mac and cheese along with some extra cheese. Now that everything is nicely well topped, preheat your oven to 350 and place your mac and cheese in there for 30 minutes. To make your griddle cakes, just take some old-fashioned Jiffy mix, and to make them more soft and fluffy, add 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Now look at this golden crust, everybody. Now, let's transfer it to this plate. My, look at all this good food. We got our griddle cakes, our bacon topped mac and cheese, our rib tips, and my own barbecue sauce. You can buy your own or just make your own like me. Well, everyone, thank you for joining me today on Cooking with Chef Seymour, Episode 3. I love you guys, and I'm out.